This is your life now. This is our election.
I
now.
understand your
This is our
frustration.
country.
When it fits a woman.
What? That guy's a wuss. Everything on TV sucks.
All right, so I mentioned it several times. It's no secret. I used to really, really enjoy The Daily Show. And when I say The Daily Show, I mean The Daily Show with Jon Stewart. It's actually the show that got me more interested in politics and how things work. And so I thank Jon Stewart most heavily for that. But the cast and everybody that was involved in that show back then, awesome. Awesome. That's where I even liked Stephen Colbert. And apparently that was a character, because as soon as he got on late night TV, I couldn't hang with him. I was so happy that he got his gig. I actually followed him over there, watched him for a few weeks or a week or two, maybe, every night. And I was like, one of us, he's over there. Yeah, he's somebody who can bash the left, bash the right. He's funny. I like him. And he just totally sold out. And I almost took it personal. It hurt my heart. Also gave this next subject right here that we're talking about, who is Trevor Noah. I gave him a chance on The Daily Show. I was like, okay, here's this guy. That was the worst gig I think he could have had. He's not funny to me, or seldom is he funny. He's got some moments. In fact, there is one line he said, one thing that he said that I really, really liked. In fact, if I can find it, I'll throw it in.
I think that he went about it the wrong way. I don't think he understands.
What is the right way? When people say that, I'm always fascinated. What is the right way?
Here's the deal.
So here's a black man in America who says, I don't know how to get a message across. If I march in the streets, people say I'm a thug. If I go out and I protest, people say that it's a riot. If I bend down on one knee, then it's not. What is the right way? That is something I've always wanted to know. What is the right way for a black person to get attention in America?
Taking it out.
I thought that was fantastic. And it's not obviously exclusively for black Americans that are protesting, but just honestly, like, what is the best form of protest? What is the best form of getting your message across when nobody is listening? And my heart felt that one. I'm like, yeah, we need to be having more conversations. But that's the problem, is usually the ones that are upset and protesting and all this and that aren't willing to have the conversation. They just want to make, a stir and get some spotlight and get their 15 minutes or whatever it is. I don't know. But they don't want to actually have the conversation. And they don't want to negotiate. They want their way or nothing at all. And that nothing at all allows them to remain victims. And that's what they want to be. A lot of people just want to be victims. Enough on all that. But again, Trevor Noah, he is going to be hosting the Grammys again. This is his 5th year straight. This was just recently announced. And again, I don't know. And maybe it is just me. Y'all tell me what you think. But I don't think he's that funny. You know what I'm saying? We'll read a little bit here. I think Variety's pretty good at doing short articles. So we'll check it out. It says, Emmy-winning comedian Trevor Noah will return as master of ceremonies for the 67th annual Grammy Awards for the 5th consecutive year. And Noah will also serve as a producer on the show. As previously announced, the 67th annual Grammy Awards telecast on TBS will continue to be held on February 2nd at the Crypto.com Arena in Los Angeles, but will have a renewed sense of purpose, raising additional funds to support wildfire relief efforts and honoring the bravery and dedication of first responders who risk their lives to protect ours. Right on. According to last week's announcement, Grammy Week has also been abbreviated and will focus on the Musicares benefit, the Clive Davis pre-Grammy Gala, which has become a fire relief fundraiser, and the show itself. The show will be broadcast live on the CBS television network and will be available to stream live and on demand on Paramount Plus. In an interview with Variety days before last year's show, Noah was asked what the most nerve-wracking aspect of the job is for him. I know it sounds like a weird thing to say, but you don't want to disappoint the artists you love. That's part of the problem right there. And we're going to get into that a little bit more, not too deep, but just a little bit more. And shockingly, we're going to hear from someone else who's a super crazy woke TDS lefty that agrees with what I'm saying here. Let's see. It says, like, I cannot imagine what it would be like to tell a joke and turn and see Beyonce going, shakes his head and scowls. Because that would mean whenever I listen to Beyonce's music, I would forever have that image in my head. If you don't do well for a home audience, okay. Some people are going to comment online, but but to have the look of disappointment come from an icon or somebody that you really love, I do not wish for that experience. So I work twice as hard. Here's the thing. That's not comedy, right? The idea is to make them laugh. And sometimes, like, calling them out makes them laugh. I mean, people need to learn how to take jokes again. Laugh at yourself. Nobody's perfect, especially Beyonce. Who knows what all she's been up to? Anyways, this is from last year. This is from Daily Mail. And Howard Stern. It says, Howard Stern roasts Grammys host Trevor Noah for being too positive at show and laments fans killing Joe Coy with criticism after Golden Globes. Of course, there was that. Howard Stern mercilessly mocked Trevor Noah for being too positive while hosting the 66th annual Grammy Awards on Sunday night. Despite receiving rave reviews for successfully helming the 3-hour ceremony for the fourth consecutive year, the comedian 39 couldn't escape a critical review from the outspoken radio personality 70 during Tuesday's episode of The Howard Stern Show. He did the opposite of a roast. He was like a cheerleader, Stern said disapprovingly. He didn't say one negative thing about anybody. And the article goes on. Guys, I link everything down in the show notes below. You can go check that out to see more in depth of what Howard Stern said. But like I said, I'm not going to go too deep into it because it was a year ago when he said that. But it's more of the same. He's there to please the mainstream folks, the celebrities, the left, the wine and dine them. He's not there for us. So why would we tune in? And are we tuning in? So I've got a graphic that I used last year when I was talking about ratings for these award shows. This one's from the Grammys. And I know my logo down there's kind of got it cut off. But if you look right there from 2020, let's see, from 2020, I think it says 23, 22, 21, 20. So 2020 was his first year there, right? And there you've got a extreme drop, which is crazy for two reasons. One, it's right after his first time. So did he bomb that bad that nobody wanted to tune in the following year? And then two, that was COVID. 2020 was COVID, right? Maybe going into 2021, I guess February of 2020 was kind of the start of all that. So 2021 is COVID. No one had anywhere to go, anything to do, and they still didn't watch the Grammys. So I say all that to say this is I don't think he does a great job. I don't think it's very entertaining for the audience. Now, the audience, as far as the artists go, I'm sure they love the attaboys and the yes ma'ams and the yes sirs and the oh, you're so great, and let me supple at the teat of your awesomeness. But if we're not tuning in, they're not doing the award show, or they're definitely not going to air it at least. And if they're not airing it and they're not making any money off of ads and stuff like that, then they're probably not going to do the award shows, and that sucks. I mean, for me as an artist, of course, this is the Grammy, so this is music, but me as an artist, I don't even care about the award shows that much anymore because they just don't mean anything. It is nothing but a bunch of, Hollywood elites slapping each other on the back saying, hey, way to go, buddy, way to go. Or in this case with the Grammys, they're from all over, but say, hey, way to go again. Here's you, an award that your record label paid for. I mean, we know that these things happen. The studio pays for them, the record label pays for them. They petition for it, whatnot. It's all a joke, and the biggest joke I think is bringing Trevor Noah back. Super not blown away by that announcement, but yeah, let's see how it goes. What do you guys think? Are you Trevor Noah fans or not? I'm personally not, but we'll see.
Hey guys, thanks for checking out this clip from the Morning Mayhem. Remember, this is just a portion of the full show that comes out every Friday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. If you hadn't already, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the full shows or these tasty little nuggets.